All right, yes, a beautiful morning to you out there, and welcome to another moment talking sport right here on your number one star, our Politics and Business TV. This is P&B Sports, and my name is Rudolph Musago, RMJ. I'll be your host and guide this beautiful Tuesday morning right here in the nation's capital. Now, let's look at what will be happening in the program later today as Nigeria continue to maintain their league in the All-African Games, as they are actually topping the medals table, and also Nigerian female and also the male counterpart went on to win their footballing games in the fixtures of the All-African Games. And also we'll be looking at Europe, where setbacks continue for Newcastle United, with also Anderson, Manchester City's goalkeeper, ruled out for some weeks. Also we'll be looking at the EFL making statements that the English Premier League teams are yet to make or to fund in their target on the bills on their neck. These and more with fixtures of matches and the result of games that went down in the Monday Night Football and tonight in the UEFA Champions League. My name is Rudolph Musago, like I told you earlier on, and I'll be your host and guide this beautiful morning. Do stay with us as we come your way with the program in full gear. Alright, yeah, welcome back. Now, don't forget that you can watch us live on YouTube. We're streaming live and direct at the moment. So let's go straight to story number one in the All-African Games ongoing at the Accra, Ghana presently. Now, the team Nigeria on Sunday won 5 medals in their weightlifting at the ongoing event at the 13th All-African Games heading in Ghana. Accra, to be precise, at the door of King Carlo and Favor Agboro won the 5 medals, including 2 silver and 3 bronze, competing in the 55 categories men category, and also King Carlo had a lift of the 87 categories in snatch before recording 115 kg in clean and Jaka to make a total of 202 kg in the categories. On his part, Favor Agboro won 2 silver and a bronze in the 61 category men category place, and also he had 113 kg in the snatch, 140 kg in clean, and Jaka with a total of 253 kg in to win the medals. Our congratulations to them, as also Nigerian weightlifters continue to push for more medals today on day 3 of a weightlifting event at the 13th African Games in Accra, Ghana. Now let's shift gears. After suffering defeat in the opening games, Nigerians Flying Eagles returned to winning ways against South Sudan on Monday evening in Accra, Ghana. Oh yes, the team, the Nigerian side, suffered a shocking loser to Uganda in the opening group game and had no choice but to beat Sudan to have a chance of progressing to the next round of the competition. Now the first half ended goalless with the Sudanese putting in the Flying Eagles under intense pressure, but the Nigerian team gained more stability in the second half and were able to secure the one only goal for the game in the 80th minute from the penalty spot via Sadiq Isiaka. Now the 1-0 win placed Nigeria's second spot behind Uganda, who had earlier beaten Senegal by a non-goal Also, the counterpart, the female counterpart, the Falconets on Monday night booked their place in the semi-finals of the 2023 African Games Women's Football category title after thrashing Senegal 4 goals to nothing in their second group game. And now the Lovette Ede, Montario, Ezekiel Chioma Olise, and also an own goal from Senegalese defender were all enough for Nigeria to need to complete the route and move to the semi-finals. Now, Christopher Danjuma's side had started their campaign on a winning note as they defeated Morocco 2 goals to nothing in the last Friday game. Now, the defending champions continued in similar fashion, crushing Senegal 4 goals to nothing to record 6.6 goals from 2 games and qualify as group winners. All right, we leave gears, we'll go straight to to the 6 leg gold medals on Monday from Adijat Olarinoye and also Rafiat Lawal in the women's weightlifting event moved Nigeria above Algeria and South Africa on the medal table. Now reports coming in according to writers following the African Games in Ghana. Boluwaji Ogumola, the duo of Adijat and also Rafia delivered 3 gold each in the 55 and 59 kg category event respectively to take Nigeria's gold medal haul to 16 on Monday. As at that is 11th March 2023. As at today, earlier in the day, another weightlifting Joseph Edidonga Omofia had won 3 gold in the men's 67 kg event. Now Nigeria currently ranked second on the medal table with a total of 41 medals, 16 gold, 10 silver and 15 bronze from 5 disciplines at the ongoing 13 All-African Games in Ghana. Egypt led the medals standing with a total of 84 medals, 47 golds, 19 silver and 18 bronze. Algeria dropped to third spot with a total of 55 medals, 15 golds, 20 silver and 20 bronze. All right. Let's leave that shot. Let's go straight to the chairman of the board of the Nigerian National League NNL, George Alo, as he reviews the data. The league will be shown live on a local TV station starting next season. The former member of the NFF World Cup and Media Committee said that these on a popular administrative file sport platform in Nigeria. According to him, he said the conventional TV coverage and broadcast of the NLO are in to attracting more sponsors to the NNL, and he continues to say that the team it will look a great one for them to see clubs in the national TV. All right, we leave that short. Let's quickly take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be continuing by going to the European scene to see what is trending and how the goalkeeper went to injury. Don't change that. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Glad to know you're still with P&B Sport. Now, quickly, let's drive us straight to England. And this time around, we'll be moving to Manchester City, the Etihad Stadium, where goalkeeper Henderson could actually be out for up to 2 or 4 weeks with thigh injury he sustained in the weekend's game at Anfield. Yes, this could be the Brazilians miss City's home game against Arsenal on March the 31st, and Aston Villa 3 days later in jeopardy. Now, City Pep Guardiola admitted that the issue didn't look good in the immediate aftermath of City's persuading 1-1 draw at Anfield with now anxiety with the 30-year-old progress over the coming weeks. Meanwhile, Anderson has already started his rehabilitation process with Stefan Ortega set to deputize in his place. Ortega came on the 56th minute after Anderson collided with Darwin in a failed attempt to resend Nathan Ake's errant back pass. The German was always in line to face Newcastle in the FA Cup on Saturday after impressing during the 24th appearance. The club Guardiola gave him the gloves for last year's FA Cup final against Manchester United, now the second trophy of their historic treble. Meanwhile, City rejected interest from Bayern Munich last summer. Ortega wants to be number 1, and with a little over a year in his contract, in current contract, City need to make a decision on his future, either to stay or probably to leave. But now they would definitely want to have a 1-year contract standing or marking him because of Henderson's exit. But meanwhile, let's see how it goes and pans out in that particular club of the Etihad side, Manchester City. All right, let's leave that short. We'll go straight to a bit of tennis this time around. Still maintaining beating as British Imas Raducanu was beaten in straight set by Belarusian world number 2 Ariane Sabalenka in the 3rd round of the Italian Wells. Yes, Raducanu, who reached the 4th round in California last year, lost 6-3, 7-5 2 times. A major winner Sabalenka as she continues her comeback to tennis. Now the 21-year-old who is ranked 250 in the world was a wild card at the tournament following an injury disrupted in 2023. Meanwhile, the shock 2021 U.S. Open champion made her return to tour in January following an 8-month absence during which she underwent operation on both her wrist and also her ankle in surgery. All right, congratulations to Sabalenka trying to bounce back after a number of days and also a number of months not being at the top seed level. But meanwhile, let's leave that shows. Let's go back to football now. A meeting between Premier League clubs on Monday, which was yesterday, ended without an agreement on a new deal for the EFL funding. Meanwhile, top flight clubs were last month told that a failure to reach a funding deal with the English Football League would mean one being imposed on them. The Premier League said in a statement these clubs had to agree to introduce new competition-wide financial system. It is said that the progress on the deal welcome back, and sorry in transmission. Now let's quickly go back to the story we were actually giving you earlier. Now subject to the new system being approved by clubs, there's a possibility that after the game, after the meeting yesterday, the new financial system likely to be based on UEFA's model would replace the current profit and sustainability rules known as the PS. Permit clubs to lose a maximum number of 105 million pounds in a 3-year spell. Now, Everton were deducted 10 points to reduce to 6th after an appeal for breaching the rule in the 3-year period to 2021 and 2022 season. They and Nottingham Forest have also been charged for alleged breaches in the accounts for 2022-2023 and are waiting for their cases to be heard. Meanwhile, UEFA rules limit spending on player and coach wages, transfers and agent fees to a percentage of club's revenue, starting at 90%. This to 70% from 2025 to 2026. Meanwhile, it is possible that there will be a vote on bringing in the new regulations in June at the English Premier League AGM meetings. Meanwhile, it has been expected that the English Premier League would emerge from Monday's meeting with tangible proposals to put forward to the EFL. But at the end of the day, it went on a road riot. Now let's leave that shot. Let's go straight back to footballing matters. Cole Palmer was hugely influential as Chelsea saw off Newcastle in the English Premier League at Bridge 3-2 in the Monday Night Football. Meanwhile, Palmer struck in the 15th minute, taking a touch to get the ball out of his feet before drilling hard past the goalkeeper Martin. And now the Blues had gone ahead. 7 Bootsman's Paul was bound by Palmer. His shot have been cleverly steered into the bottom corner by Nicholas Jackson for his second goal in as many of the area just before the break. Palmer restored parity to Chelsea's Mudryk took the ball of teammate Kolokala. 11th for their of the campaign. Chelsea still remains 11th in the English Premier League with a game in hand on Newcastle, who are a point and a place above them. On Monday, 11th March, we'll give you the results. Now, the result of matches went down: Chelsea 3, Newcastle United 2 in the Monday Night Football. While in the Italian Serie A, we saw Lazio at home in the Italian and also in the Spanish La Liga. Almeria went on to Sevilla on Tuesday football. That's tonight in the UEFA Champions League, 8 p.m. Arsenal will be taking on FC Porto, while same time Barcelona will be slugging out with Napoli in the UEFA Champions League. Now let's quickly glance through transfer scenes to see what are the gossips today, as Manchester United have made Everton's England under 21 defender Jared Brandwaite, who is 21 years old, their main summer transfer target. Meanwhile, Crystal Palace, French winger Michael Olise, who is 22, is also on United's summer wish list and also on the radar. With United will push ahead with a bid for Brentford, who is valued around £75 million by Everton, regardless of if manager Erik ten Hag still remains as the boss. Meanwhile, Everton are keen on the Hull City's 23-year-old English defender Jacob Graves, who is expected to go over to the Premier League this summer if the Championship club miss out on promotion. Meanwhile, Manchester City are exploring a move for Newcastle's 26-year-old Brazilian midfielder Bruno Guimaraes, who has a £100 million release clause in his contract. Tottenham Hotspur have joined Manchester City, Liverpool, Newcastle and also Arsenal in hoping to sign Portuguese winger Pedro Neto from Wolves this summer. Now, outgoing manager of Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp, has recommended that Liverpool signs Algeria left back Ryan Ait-Nouri from Wolves, although the 22-year-old is also on Manchester United's radar. So it's going to be a battle for these two red teams. England winger Jadon Sancho has no desire to return to Manchester United after his loan spell at Borussia Dortmund, as he blames manager Erik ten Hag for letting his career put to stall. Meanwhile, Borussia Dortmund are keen to keeping Sancho and could explore a swap deal with Manchester United, who would see Netherlands striker Dwayne Malen move to Old Trafford. Meanwhile, let us go straight to Italy, where former Roma sporting director Thiago Pinto, who worked with coach Jose Mourinho at the Italian club, says that he's interested in succeeding the Manchester United-bound Dan Ashworth at Newcastle United. Meanwhile, Portugal fullback Jean Cancelo has confirmed that he hopes to see his loan move from Manchester City to Barcelona become a permanent this summer. Meanwhile, Chelsea are among the clubs monitoring Danish club FC Nordsjælland Ivorian midfielder talking about Mario Douglas in the summer. Meanwhile, Tottenham Hotspur are ready to let Wales defender John Rodon, who is 26 years old, make a permanent move to Leeds United in the summer after being on loan with the Championship club this season. So these are the transfers this week that offer yesterday and also today possibilities of how the transfer market continues this summer. Many players are hoping to make a switch and some are receiving bans just like we saw Paul Abel Pogba picking up a 4-year ban for a match doping. Meanwhile, we'll be looking at the UEFA Champions League tomorrow, and Napoli will be slugging out later tonight with an emphatic game with Barcelona after making a win, a point out in the first leg last week. And now let's not forget that Barcelona have only the hopes to maintain these their winning ways if they really want to get to the UEFA Champions League final. Well, this is the last step for them, and tonight is going to be a decider for both Arsenal against Porto as they slug it out in the first leg where they lost in the first leg. But this time around, can they make a decider? Can they make a change for them, making their winning ways in the English Premier League back to the UEFA Champions League on Tuesday night football? And also let's not forget that Real Madrid are also making hopes that they could come back to get into the quarterfinals of the English the UEFA Champions League. Well, this is the size of the package today, the Tuesday's edition. Join me tomorrow for another exciting moment of sporting moment. My name has been Rudon Musago RMJ. I'm saying to have a pleasant week ahead of you and make sure you stay out of trouble. Bye for now.